Since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the Su-57 fighter jet, touted as Russia's most advanced fifth-generation aircraft, has played an almost invisible role in the actual fighting. Marketed as a technological counterpart to Western platforms like the F-22 and F-35, the Su-57 was expected to be a key part of Russia's airpower strategy. However, its minimal involvement, combined with operational failures and limited production, has cast serious doubt on both the aircraft's effectiveness and the broader state of Russian military aviation. In early June 2024, Ukraine's military intelligence reported a long-range drone operation that successfully targeted the Aktubinsk airbase in southern Russia. This base is one of the primary locations for testing and housing the Su-57 fleet. Ukrainian drones reportedly struck close to one or more of these aircraft, resulting in confirmed damage. This marked the first known instance of the Su-57 being impacted in the war. Despite being stationed hundreds of kilometers from the front line, the aircraft was still vulnerable to Ukrainian attacks, underscoring weaknesses in Russia's ability to defend even its most sensitive and high-value military assets. The damage to the Su-57 wasn't just technical, it was strategic and symbolic. As of 2025, fewer than 24 Su-57s are believed to exist, and only a handful are flight-ready. The decision to base them far from the conflict and avoid deploying them into contested airspace suggests a lack of confidence in the jet's survivability or performance. Its combat value remains unproven. In this case, a low-cost Ukrainian drone operation challenged the core premise of the Su-57's value, survivability, reach, and deterrence. If a fifth-generation jet cannot be safely deployed or protected within its own territory, its operational credibility is in question. Later in October 2024, the Su-57 was again at the center of controversy, this time due to a case of friendly fire. One unit mistakenly shot down an S-70 Okhotnik unmanned combat drone, an advanced stealth platform developed as a partner to the Su-57. The drone reportedly deviated from its flight path and was misidentified as a threat. The Su-57 responded by destroying the drone, an act later described by some Russian military voices as a necessary precaution. However, this narrative failed to convince many analysts, especially given the long-standing issues with Russia's air defense communication and target identification systems. The loss of one of Russia's limited experimental drones in this manner reflected severe flaws in system integration, especially between manned and unmanned platforms. These two incidents reveal that the Su-57's role in the conflict has been almost entirely symbolic. It has not contributed to any major strategic air operations, air-to-air engagements, or precision strikes. It has not been tested against modern air defenses or contributed to altering the balance of airpower. In practice, the aircraft appears to be reserved primarily for testing and demonstrations rather than frontline service. Despite years of development and state-led promotion, it has yet to demonstrate capabilities that would justify its designation as a true fifth-generation fighter in combat conditions. Russia's continued reliance on older aircraft such as the Su-34 and Su-35 for bombing campaigns and long-range missile delivery suggests a doctrinal choice, to preserve the Su-57 rather than risk it. This may reflect a recognition that the platform is not yet ready for high-risk combat use. The limited production numbers and high cost of the aircraft further contribute to its limited deployment. Given these constraints, it appears the Su-57 serves more as a national prestige project than a reliable combat asset. By mid-2025, there has been no public evidence indicating that the Su-57 has resolved these limitations or played a greater role in the war effort. It has yet to be credited with any confirmed operational successes. Instead, its involvement in two widely noted failures, being damaged while parked in Russia and mistakenly engaging a friendly drone, has reinforced perceptions of overhyped capabilities and underwhelming results. In a war that has become a proving ground for modern military systems, the Su-57 has not risen to the occasion. Rather than demonstrating next-generation superiority, it has become a symbol of the gap between Russian military claims and battlefield reality.